Hey guys, good morning. It's running down my driveway. So, can't see very well. I put full, there we go. I hope you had an amazing weekend. On Friday, hung out with one of my friends and we went out for Mexican and a cocktail and played Jenga. And then I stayed at my house and hung out with my kids all weekend. I'm here again, and it was my daughter's 8th birthday yesterday. I don't feel old enough to have an 8-year-old, but she had a sleepover on Saturday night. There were 8 kids at our house, and they were up till 4 a.m., which really tested my patience. I think I did really well. No, it's not windy at all. Does it sound windy? That's weird. I should put my headphones in next time. Anyway, hey Helen, hey Sally, hey Tim, how you guys going? If anyone else is on, just let me know. Hey Justine, how are you? Hey Ben, how's everyone going? Did you all have a good weekend? So, I'm gonna go, oh, it's past now. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna talk about the topic of this, and let me see if I can remember all 4 of them. So Necker Island, Anytime Fitness, Belgium, and Virgin Singapore. What do these 4 things have in common? What do you guys think before I jump into that? Let me just walk down here. Give me some comments, guys. Hey Ali, how you going? What do you think those 4 things have in common? Anyone have any clues, ideas? Let's open this gate. Let me know if you have an idea. If you don't, write no idea. Necker Island, Anytime Fitness, Belgium, and Singapore. Okay. Everyone's being shy and quiet, so I'll just talk and tell you guys. So basically, lately I've had a lot of change and transformation and growth in my life, in my business and in my personal life. I've had a lot of change and uncertainty, and it's really hard when you have so many things going on. I've left my house that I've been in for the last 2 years. I've separated from my partner. I've been living in Airbnbs. I don't know where I'm going to be in a couple of weeks' time. My kids and my partner, my ex, are moving over to Portugal. I'm gonna still go with them, but there's so many different factors at the moment that are all up in the air for me, and it's hard. It's hard when you're dealing with a lot of uncertainty, a lot of change. Mentally it's tough, emotionally it's tough, but I've been able to deal with it because I've set solid foundations and structure and routine in my life around my 5 pillars of health. And these 5 pillars of health are something that I created, which is your sleep, your self-care, your exercise, nutrition, and water. And so I'm focusing on those 5 things so that no matter what's going on outside of me, if I've got strong foundations in those areas, then I'm able to show up each day with energy, with a positive mindset, and deal with anything that's going on around me. Now, tying it back into the subject line of this live, I have been able to, even with this uncertainty, even with all this change going on in my life, I've been able to get myself in a really good place to step into my power, into my identity, who I am as a leader, and be able to be in alignment and connection and happiness within myself so that I can attract in amazing opportunities. And not just kind of deal with the day-to-day of business and life, but really call in these bigger things. Now, what's been happening, some of these bigger opportunities have been coming my way, and I've been grabbing them and seeing them. When we're not in a good headspace, when we're not looking after ourselves, when we don't have these 5 pillars in order, we are wearing blinkers, and I would put both hands up if I could. But we're wearing these blinkers and we only see this tunnel vision of what's right in front of us. And what's right in front of us when we're in a bad headspace is things like, oh, there's not enough money, there's not enough opportunities, I've just got to get through the day, I don't have enough energy, I've just got to do the small kind of day-to-day action steps and the never-ending to-do list, which is things like responding to your Facebook messages, your emails, just the small, like, shitty little things, yeah, that aren't actually going to make you grow in business or as a person. When we allow ourselves to take these blinkers off, we see these amazing opportunities in front of us that were actually always there, but your mind, your subconscious mind, wasn't allowing you to see them. Does this relate, guys? Have you ever felt this before, either with the blinkers or then taking the blinkers off and being like, oh, wow, look at all this stuff? Give me some loves or some comments if you've experienced that. So because of putting myself in a really good space lately, I've been able to take those blinkers off and see, and not only see, but grab these opportunities and have the confidence and power and I guess awareness to not only see them, but to be able to take action on them. And so one of them is Anytime Fitness and Virgin Active in Singapore. I'll talk about these two first because they're quite similar. I've been asked to email some info through and I've been asked to consult at Virgin Active in Singapore. I've already done a talk there. I've been asked to consult there on marketing, lead generation, attracting clients in, retaining those clients, sales, goal setting and mindset as well, to be able to train the management team there so that they can then train the trainers. So I've been asked to consult for Virgin in Singapore, and I'm about to finish sending through that email today. So that's really exciting. They've got 4 different clubs in Singapore, and an amazing opportunity. Anytime Fitness is very similar as well. I'll be sending through that email to Anytime Fitness in Australia today to consult to their management team and their trainers as well. Thanks, Louise. So I'm going to say hi to a few people. Hey, Rob. Hey, Laura. Hey, Shayla. Hey, Tony, Lisa, Dale. Let me know where you guys are watching in from around the world. Hey, Jamie, Vaughan, Jake, Julie, Ben, Danny, Adam, Louise, Deb, Ali. How you guys all going? Cool, so that's 2 of them. Now the other one is Belgium. So even though I don't have my flights and my family's flights to go over to Europe yet, I did buy a ticket to go to a 4-day metal festival in Belgium in June. So I've got a ticket for this 4-day metal festival that I went to in 2009, catching up with a friend there and all his friends, and it's the 2nd biggest metal festival in the world. So it's amazing. I love that music. It's going to be an amazing experience. Now, sorry, I'm just walking up some stairs, guys. Even with everything going on, even without having my flights, I know that I will be in Belgium in June for that. And the reason I included this one in is because you can have so many things change in your life. You can decide if you want to do things or if your life has changed and you don't want to do things anymore. Either way is fine. I've spoken to a lot of clients about this where they've experienced this. They've said that they had a goal and they continue working towards this goal even though they don't actually want it anymore. Thanks, Louise. Hey, Scott. Hey, Stephanie. So they set this goal in place, and for example, I have a client who was she's on now actually, her PhD for years. Now we can think that we have to do this PhD, or we have to finish a course, or we have to finish university, or, you know, we have to finish something because we started it, but this changes and our life changes. And you don't need to keep doing something just because you said you would. You're allowed to change, you're allowed to learn lessons, you're allowed to switch things up and change the course of your life. And if you don't, then you're just going to stay stuck. So I know for me, over the next few months, everything's kind of up in the air, and things are changing at a rapid rate, and that's exciting, and I choose to feel excited instead of scared about that. And I know that although things look different than what they did a couple of months ago, I know that I will still be going to Belgium. I'll have an amazing time there, and there's certain things in your life that are certain, and then there's other things that change, and it's about going with the flow and being okay with whatever happens. It's trusting in yourself, allowing yourself to slow down so that you can get the answers, because all of the answers are inside of you. And trusting in the universe as well, knowing that the universe has your back, knowing that everything will work out no matter what. Hey Scott, hey Kyle, how you guys going? And then lastly, Necker Island. As some of you know, I went to Necker Island last year with a group of entrepreneurs. It was a group that was organized by someone else. I'm in talks with Virgin at the moment. I don't know if this will happen or not. I don't know if any of these things will happen or not, and that's okay. But I'm in talks with them at the moment about taking my own group over to Necker. And so, fingers crossed that actually happens. But that would be amazing to, speak on Necker Island, to take my own group over there of amazing friends, connections, and clients. I had such an amazing time there last year. I met some really beautiful people that I connected with deeply. And so I put myself out there to be able to create that opportunity. And the thing is, I guess to wrap up, hey Rosanna, how you going? Thanks, Louise. So going back to what I was talking about before, you can stay stuck in the small things. You can stay stuck in your to-do list and the action steps and the small things that are need to be done each day. Thanks, Rosanna. Or you can go, okay, what do I really want? What is my purpose? What is my why? What is my big picture vision? Yes, let's do it, Rosanna. So what's my big picture vision, and what do I need to do today to be working towards that? Because otherwise, days, weeks, months, years go by and you're just in your comfort zone and you're focusing on the small stuff and you're not actually feeling fulfilled and in alignment with what you really want in your life. And when I've had these conversations recently about these big picture things, my eyes light up, they go all sparkly, I feel in my body like I'm in a place of fulfillment and happiness and connection within myself. And I want you all to experience that every day. And I don't want you to feel frustrated and be holding yourself back. So what's required is stepping out of your comfort zone. It's doing the things that scare you, but that ultimately will light you up and will change your life. It's doing the things that will make you grow, doing the things that are uncomfortable, doing the things that feel hard. And if you do that every day, you will transform your life. So I want you to look at today, what is your big picture? What is your purpose? What is your why? What are those big things that you want to do? And right now, you might not be able to work towards those big picture things, but do it on a smaller scale. For example, when I first started doing retreats, I wanted to run an international retreat, a business retreat, and a long retreat, like 5 days or something like that. And I think I was still breastfeeding at the time, so I couldn't really do it right then and there. I could have, but it would have been hard. And I had a conversation with someone, I think this was around 2014, 2015. And they said, well, why don't you do just a 1-day local event, like a VIP day? And I was like, awesome. So I created that, and I've run so many VIP days, group ones and one-on-one over the years. Oh, there's a wallaby right there. And I love doing them, and they really fill me up. And they were a stepping stone to be able to do the bigger retreats. So with that, not only did I get practice in presenting, I also started building a community of people who were interested in what I was offering, who were then interested in the bigger picture stuff as well. So it makes those bigger, you're building a tribe and a community and a following that will then step up with you along the way and do more with you. Not only that, you're practicing, you're putting yourself out there, you're taking those steps forwards. And so that bigger goal isn't a one-day goal or one-day dream. You're actually making it a reality, and you're putting the stepping stones in place to be able to achieve it. Is this making sense, guys? So I want you to look at what are your big picture things. You might not be able to do the big picture things right now, but what's a smaller scale of that? What do you need to do as your first step, as your stepping stone to be working towards that? Now, I'm going to wrap up in a minute. I'm going to read Louise's comment. Let me know if anyone has any questions, any comments, and I'll just read Louise's here. I have a big picture vision, just feeling so traumatized right now. I know all of this big picture thing cannot wait any longer. People need what I know. I feel totally out of my comfort zone and everything has changed. Yeah, totally. I totally get that. And lucky we're going to go through Spiral. So Louise, I'm taking Louise through Spiral soon. And Spiral is the emotional clearing process that I use that has literally transformed over 20 people's lives. Every single person that I've taken through it has had a massive life transformation. So you need to clear the shit. You need to release the emotions first to then be able to step into that bigger picture stuff. Hey Kayleen, hey Charmaine, how you guys going? So if you've jumped on towards the end, guys, make sure you go back and watch the start. If you're not already in my free group, make sure you join me there. I've just changed the name of it recently, which is more in alignment of where I'm at now. And it's called 7-Figure Mindset for Entrepreneurs. So make sure you search for that. I'll chuck the link on here later on as well when I'm back home. And yeah, if you've got any comments or questions, pop them here. Louise said, I'm really excited about that. I do need to clear the shit. That's all right. Yeah, totally. So I hope you all have an amazing day. Make sure you join my group, 7-Figure Mindset for Entrepreneurs. And yeah, thanks everyone for jumping on. See you later.